list of
Verify
boxers
the facts. All right.
Mayweather knocked out. We're going to find out.
Dan, we were actually making a pretty good point tonight, too, before the show as to, what was it, the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, where they had the rumor that Pacquiao had the tear in his forearm.
No, there's a rumor. It was confirmed afterwards. He had a tear in his forearm. When that happened is the question that everyone wants to know. Did it happen before the fight? Because I don't necessarily blame Pacquiao for ducking out of the fight or continuing to go with the fight, not telling anybody. You're not going to miss that payday. I wouldn't. I would have gotten in the ring and got beaten up for that money. I don't care.
Seriously.
But, I mean, did it affect the outcome of the fight? Did it happen during the fight? If it happened during the fight, then all bets are off. But if it happened before, do we question the outcome more? Because the fight was terrible. If anybody saw it, it wasn't a good fight.
No,
I am going to be extremely disappointed if I shell out the money this coming next weekend for this fight and it turns out the same way. I want to see something happen.
I kind of want to see Floyd Mayweather knock him out in the first.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will either.
I think that someone like McGregor takes harder shots to his face than Mayweather is going to be able to deliver right off the bat.
I mean, I've been telling everyone...
The longer this fight goes, the more of a chance that McGregor has getting knocked out.
Wait, the longer
the fight goes... I'm sorry, not Mayweather, McGregor. The longer the fight goes, McGregor has greater chance of being knocked out because he's not used to that kind of distance.
No, he's not. He's used to 3 to 5 rounds, not...
Ground and pound.
But not 10 rounds of boxing.
Right.
That's a whole different story. Right. Now, there are advantages that McGregor has in this fight, although they're very slight. And the question is whether or not he can capitalize them when they can.
Okay. I've got the list of his fights. I'm just going to read through the knockouts and TKOs. 96, Roberto Apodaca, knockout.
Who?
I don't know.
Some guy.
97, Jerry Cooper, TKO.
Who?
Edgar Ayala, who was a good fighter.
Ayala was not a bad fighter. How
Knockout.
old was Ayala at that fight, though?
I don't know. This is 97.
I don't know how old Ayala is.
Kino Rodriguez, TKO. Robert Giepert, TKO. Tony Duran, TKO.
Again, wait, how
old was Tony Duran
at that point?
Right. Let's see. Jesus Chavez, TKO.
Okay, all right.
So he's knocked out. He's knocked out.
And again, a TKO is the TKO. You have to understand is the referee either not continuing the fight or them giving up.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. 2000, Emmanuel Burton. Don't know who that is.
I've heard of him, but
here we go. Diego Corrales, TKO. Jesus Chavez, the second time TKO. Let's see.
Or what are his TKOs to actual knockouts?
There's a lot more TKOs.
That's another concern of mine.
Ricky Hatton, TKO. Hatton's good.
Yeah,
Hatton's
good. But when was this? 2000 when?
2007.
I don't know how old Ricky Hatton was then. I'm gonna look that up though. You said 2007.
2007, yeah. In 2011, Victor Ortiz, not a scrub, knockout.
Just a knockout?
Yeah, just a KO. Yep. So he's fought some really good fighters. Most of them end in...
Yeah, Ricky Hatton was in the middle of his career at that point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think at all that he's going to knock out Conor McGregor. I'm sure it goes to unanimous decision.
Maybe. I can say he could knock out McGregor in a late round. If McGregor gets too tired or overexerts himself, there is the chance that he can knock out McGregor in a late round.
I think...
I don't know necessarily knockout, TKO maybe, if the ref stops the fight, but I don't think he'll be able to clean knock out Conor McGregor. I just don't see that happening.
If he does, it's going to be in the first round.
Yes. Well, no. No, I don't, because I think McGregor, no matter what, will be able to stand the first 4 to 5 rounds without having issue. He could knock him to the canvas, but he's not knocking him out.
It depends on what Floyd Mayweather's strategy is. If he comes out just shots to the head, just shot after shot after shot, he's taking him down.
That's not going to be the way that he fights. I can already tell you right now, he's going to be defensive fighting right out the gate. Because if there's anything, if you watch McGregor's fights, McGregor is nothing if not aggressive. McGregor goes at you directly in your face. And that is his only hope in fighting Mayweather. Is from the opening bell, he needs to get into Mayweather's chest, make him uncomfortable and get into his own, almost Tom Brady Get in his face and make him rattled to the point that he hasn't experienced that. Because there's only so many fights that Mayweather's had to deal with that. One that comes to mind is the De La Hoya fight, where De La Hoya brought the fight to him. If McGregor can do that, he stands a chance of putting some damage on Mayweather early.
Well, it also depends on how much the ref is going to allow, because if the ref is going to allow an elbow or two, that might swing it.
There is that possibility that you're concerned of. That's not something that's out of the realm of possibility in boxing. That we've seen this before. The elbow slip, the glove comes off the face, and you catch an elbow. This has happened before. It's not biting someone's ear off.
A headbutt isn't. If a ref catches a headbutt, that's automatic
Yes,
termination.
but you have to do that deliberately.
Yeah,
if you guys bonk heads, they'll stop it. But if you actually cock your head back and deliver the blow, you're stopping the fight.
So I think that if this is a real fight, if this is not scripted WWE propaganda garbage, that
I wouldn't put it past Vegas that it's not.
we're gonna get into it. But I think if it's a real fight, legitimate, these two are fighting a boxing match, and it goes down as what it should be, not McGregor just kicking him in the head after he gets frustrated. I think Mayweather wins in a decision, just like he has like every fight recently.
There's a good chance of it. I can't write it out. If I was to predict it, the safe bet is saying that McGregor wins this fight. Mayweather wins the fight. Mayweather probably will win by decision. He's not a KO artist. He doesn't deliver that one punch that certain fighters have in their bag. Like Tyson, for example, had that one hook that if it caught you, it was goodnight.
That he threw like 30 times a fight.
Well, it was his only punch.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not be surprised, though, if McGregor is the first person to bring Mayweather to the canvas. I don't think he'll knock him out, but I think he will knock him to the ground. I think he will put him on the mat.
McGregor's $1 million favorite so far? Has he been taking bets? Or
I don't know.
The bet line has been skewed. When it first opened, it opened extremely high. It was 2,021 to 1 odds. 2,200 to 1 odds for McGregor if you wanted to bet him. That has changed, and now is 55 to 1 odds. That means very serious money in Vegas, large quantities of money are being put on McGregor. And I don't know why that would be. But very large sums were put on to move that.
Well, I don't pay attention to a lot of Vegas stuff. Is that for him to win or for him to go over 10 rounds?
That's for him to win.
Because if I'm betting, my money is on McGregor last the 10 rounds.
I would agree with that too, but I mean the money the influence of the money in the line switching like that is drastic. That's a very large swing for Vegas to be having, which indicates that some serious money is being placed on McGregor. Do you think it's Floyd Mayweather putting like $50 million so that he gets his money back? That seems like a WWE scenario in case so. Yeah, he could be hedging his bet for all I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that being said, you can look at the line now. That's not really a fair indication. It's just saying that more people are giving McGregor credit than they were when the fight was first announced. The real swing that I'd be interested to see is, and I'm going to watch this, is the hours leading up to the fight. Because that's where big sharks, a lot of big bettors in Vegas are going to start putting their money on. And that line may start increasing again because they wait till the last moments of the fight because they want to have all the knowledge they possibly can. They don't need him slipping down a flight of stairs and now they're out, $50,000.
Right. No, and there are so many things that like could lead to why people would think that McGregor now has a chance versus when this first started. First of all, maybe people just now realized, oh wait, he incorporates a lot of boxing into his MMA fights.
Well, that's the other thing that I think is the curious instrument here is you're asking a fighter who has to take into consideration so many different angles in their fighting style, and now you're asking him to have tunnel vision. How well is he going to be able to have that tunnel vision to focus solely on boxing, and does that increase his boxing? Because he's been more of a boxing fighter. He's not really a grappling fighter.
He wants to knock you out.
Get on the ground. He wants to knock you out whether it's feet or fist. He wants to do that. My question is going to be with his feet. Does he get his bell rung, not sure where he is for a second, and catches Mayweather with a left kick to the jawbone.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, sorry, I forgot what I was doing for a minute, even though there's no cage around. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it happened.
Damn it, Dana.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm all for blaming everything if it goes wrong on Dana White. Everything should be blamed on him with fighting going bad. Even if it's boxing and he has nothing to do with it, blame Dana White.
I think Floyd Mayweather is also adding fuel to the fire by going onto these radio shows like, oh, see, I'm older, and, on paper, McGregor's got the advantage because he's younger, he's taller, he's longer, he's got better reach. Everything goes his way. And just
you're hedging your bet, you're covering your ass.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't blame him for doing that in case the worst case scenario goes. Because, but the thing is, that's another thing. Like, could you imagine the pandemonium that this would be if we had McGregor Mayweather 2?
It's going to happen.
Wins?
Okay, so we'll get into that right now. I think this is going to go the distance because that would be the best possible outcome.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely the best possible outcome that the boxing world is looking at it from the outside.
I think if it goes the 10 rounds, Floyd Mayweather agrees to a fight in the octagon with
Cross brands, yeah.
Cross brand with Conor McGregor. McGregor wins that one. So what does this do? If that's a good fight, sets up the $1 billion fight. Fight number 3 between McGregor and Mayweather.
First off, Mayweather isn't going to last. Mayweather won't last one round in the octagon. It's not going to happen.
He's he can run around.
He's going to have to. Because if Mayweather gets in an octagon and he's got to go up against McGregor and he can do whatever he wants, he's down you-know-what creek without a paddle. Well, he's not getting out of that.
The good news is it wouldn't be for a title, so it's only 3 rounds.
No, absolutely not. And I understand that, but I don't see him even lasting the 3 rounds if that's the case. Now, that being said, yeah, that could set the $1 billion fight. It would actually make more sense because at this point, I think the trajectory for Caesars is 2020 that the outdoor stadium is going to be finished. And then that would be the marquee matchup to inaugurate the outdoor the outdoor ring at Caesars.
You do this now, 18 months later, the next fight, then that leads to that.
Yeah, they can open it with that fight. And that would be the $1 million fight. It would be outside, for God's sake.
Either that or, hear me out, crazy theory. They do that fight at the halftime of a Super Bowl.
That would be bold. But now that you say that, time frame wise, they might be able to have that fight in the new Raiders Stadium.
Could be.
And sell crowd for that would be insane.
Yeah, of course. So I think if we're going crazy WWE fan theory here, I think
that with a card with WrestleMania.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Make it the headline of WrestleMania. Make it the final event.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be great. But I think if we're going WWE crazy fan theory, I think that it's all set up, and that the whole 3-fight idea is still going to happen. But I think they're choreographing everything. I think it's
not out of the realm of possibilities. Boxing is something you can do this. And many people thought Sonny Liston took a dive when he went down in the first minute of the first round against Muhammad Ali, and that was decades ago. So it's not like this isn't out of the realm of possibilities if the people in the know what's going on.
Right. And, of course, that would also, tinfoil a hat. Why is Floyd Mayweather saying all these things? So that he has a reason to be slower, to not actually knock out Conor McGregor. So that if his swing is off by 0.2 of a second, then he's not going to be connecting the way that he would want to, and then that would lead to some body bruises. Sure, still getting some good hits, but he's not going to be trying to knock out Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's not going to be trying to knock him out because it's not in their best interest.
What would be the most interesting would be. I don't think we're ever going to get Mayweather to agree to meet in the octagon.
Here's how it's going to happen. Floyd Mayweather's going to win by unanimous decision. They're going to raise his hand in the middle of the ring. Conor McGregor's going to sneak up behind him, rear naked choke, and challenge him to a fight in the UFC, and he will accept. He's going to choke him after.
I don't know if we see that. That seems a little aggressive and not
Sticking with the tinfoil hat.
right. Yeah, if you're under that philosophy. Now I could see part of your theory coming true.